Jason, do you feel like this is almost a continuation of your Masters?
I think I've come off some pretty average golf lately, and I needed to pump myself up for this week and get in early as I could to prepare for this week because I knew that it was going to be tough. Really, the majors is kind of where it's at. I think it really defines a career, and if you can win as many as you can, it just goes to show. I mean, you're playing it against the best players in the world at the highest level on the toughest courses, and I think I just really enjoy playing in front of a lot of people and playing against the best.
You're playing well, John's playing well, Matt Goggins playing
Yep.
well. How do you explain all of you guys playing so well?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, John's been playing great for the last couple of years, and he's it kind of suits him because he's a ball striker. So it's a very straight, hits a lot of fairways, hits a lot of greens. Once he gets that putter rolling, he can be very hot with that. But I'm not too sure. I think overall we just have to stay patient. Can't really tell you why Aussies are doing pretty well. I mean, there's only maybe a handful of us, and we did pretty well in the Masters, and hopefully we can do well this week.
What were the shots like that gave you the momentum back after the two bogeys?
I think it was more my mental game that kind of got me the momentum back. It's very frustrating when you're out there and you drop a couple like on 5 and 6. Especially when you leave yourself a decent putt for par on 6 and you miss it low and pretty much hit it about the same, putt past. And I just told myself that I just need to stay patient. People just like me, people are going to make mistakes, and I got to be strong and I got to keep moving on. And then once I got to 10, I hit a nice 2-iron up there and hit my chip a little bit far past, but I rolled that in nicely.
What do you think of the way they did 10 today, and what was the risk reward there compared to what it had been earlier in the week?
I mean, I hit 2-iron just short of pin high there. So I mean, I feel like I'm one of the longer guys, so that I could hit iron. The two guys in my group hit 3-wood. I think the way they set the course up was actually fun. There was opportunity out there to shoot a good number, but there was still a lot of respect for the golf holes because with how firm and fast the greens are getting now, you have to still give the holes respect.
Jason, you've been in contention at majors before. You've jumped several players with your round today. How do you keep that going in tomorrow and get yourself back up to the top of the leaderboard?
I think the first thing that I need to do is just get home and spend some time with the family and get some rest. Waking up at 5 o'clock, it's been a long day, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm really pumped about it, and I think I got to just stay kind of neutral, real level-headed through tonight and get into tomorrow. Not really think about too much of it because I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the day. I don't know how far Shah will be in front. So once I get back and have some rest and get into tomorrow, I just got to do the same as I have the last 3 days. Just stay patient, give myself opportunities, and hopefully they fall.
Jason, granted you weren't even born when David Graham won here, but what would it mean for you to win another Australian won here the last time it was held here?
Yeah. Well, it's a good start to a Aussie Grand Slam, right? I mean, that'd be really nice. I think Australian golf is in good shape right now, especially with how everyone's playing. Goggy and Sendo this week are playing great, and it'd mean the world to me if I could win my first major here. I've had a couple of opportunities to win before, but to actually win on, I think, one of the toughest US Opens that I've ever played. I've only played 3, but from looking at the past, I think this is one of the toughest US Opens I've ever seen. To know that my game is good enough to compete and win it out here on this golf course would be great.
Jason, you said you like playing in front of these big crowds, in front of, how do you think that helps you in major? A lot of people, when they haven't been under those conditions before,
Right.
they kind of will. How do
Right.
you feel like that helps you?
Well, I just think it's experience. It's just I've played in front of some big crowds now, and I think the experience from there has helped. And I think in majors, the people are close, but it seems so far away because there's a lot of rough between us and the actual fans, and like I said, I really enjoy the competition. Knowing that I have to step up and compete and play against the best is just gets me going.
We have one question from the media center. Jason, if you listen to the speaker and answer the question into the camera. Go ahead.
Hey Jason, it's Mark Stokes from Reuters. Yesterday, a lot of tough pin positions. How did you assess the course setup today for the third round after the turn?
There were a lot of, I'm going to say there was a lot of pins that were accessible. And how they set the course up was, like I said before, I think it was fair and I think it was very fun to play. Saying that, I hit the ball pretty good and gave myself a lot of opportunities, unlike some other players that have probably struggled today. But I think the way they set the course up was, like I said before, it was fun, and even though there were accessible pins, I think it was still playing tough, and you just have to keep the respect out there and just keep plugging away, and that's pretty much all I did.